Good morning or good afternoon. Let's get started. So we're starting with flexion and extension. What that is bending forwards and bending backwards. Notice that I'm starting small, and after a while my movements get bigger. My eyes are following an imaginary line, and I try to lead with my eyes, and my body follows. I'm not forcing anything, just doing it nice and smooth. Reaching down and reaching all the way up. Also notice that when I bend forwards, I'm pushing my hips back. And again, I'm not forcing anything. Here is rotation. So again, starting small with just my head. And I'm following my eyes. Now more of my spine is moving with the head. And at this point, even my pelvis is rotating. Now notice that I'm rotating by pushing my knees back and forwards. So this is actually a really good way to teach your spine to rotate. It's important for breathing, sports, especially important because we do way too much sitting. This next part is called lateral bending, and that's really just bending from side to side. I'm not pushing my neck into my shoulder. I'm pulling the opposite ear up. So I feel like a nice stretch. There's no compression here. As soon as the movement becomes a little bigger, I'm sliding my hand down my thigh. And now I'm also reaching up with the opposite arm. Just find your own pace in this. You go nice and slow. Not forcing anything. Just nice and relaxed. For this next part, we're turning the head to 45 degrees and we're bending it up and down again. Now notice that I'm leading with my eyes and my head and neck follow. Just pick an imaginary line and follow it with your eyes. Fantastic. Now the other side, 45 degrees, up and down. Make sure my shoulders are nice and relaxed. And if you find your shoulder blades rolling in, or your shoulders rolling in, pull your shoulder blades together. Don't force anything. You don't have to go as far as I am going. Just find what works for you. Now we're doing shoulder circles. I have my thumbs up and I'm moving back, really opening up the chest. And they're small circles. pulling the shoulder blades together. That's normal if this starts burning after a while. It's a good sign. I finish up with some bigger circles. And reverse. Now moving forwards. Again, starting with small circles. And finishing up with bigger ones. All right, this next part is the Egyptian. You'll see why we call it that. Palm up is the one you're looking at. Palm down is the one behind you. Really working internal and external rotation here. Try to keep your shoulders down and try to keep your shoulder blades together. Don't force anything. Make it nice and smooth. And again, it's normal when this burns a little bit. We're going to work on the hips. We're going to sit down, put our feet a little bit away from our bums. I'll start rotating the hips. Really working that internal rotation. And keep your butt on the floor as much as you can. If you can't go as far as I can, that's okay. I've been doing these for a while now. And we all need more internal rotation. It'll take a lot of pressure off our low backs when we move. Just nice and relaxed. Be careful with your wrists in this position. And same goes for this movement. Make sure your wrists don't hurt. And these are pelvic rocks. So we're rocking the pelvis back and forth, keeping our spines nice and straight and our chins tucked. Now if you're doing this right, you'll feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings and your glutes. Just nice and relaxed. For this next part, we're doing the reclined butterfly. I find something sturdy to rest on. Which really helps me extend my spine, open up my rib cage, open up the shoulders. Play around with your leg position. And as this is the last exercise, it's a really good moment to set your daily intention, work through your activities of the day. And if this is something that you're doing at the end of the day, that's an excellent moment to reflect back on how your day went. What went right, the parts you're proud of or grateful for, and the parts that you can work on to improve a little bit next day. Just really take your time for this. Nice, easy breaths. Fantastic. You did great.